something?
Sure, just a second. You can now, I think so. Just try.
Okay. How to do that? Present.
Share screen.
Share screen, yeah. Okay. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamahim Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीन बंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितनां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिन इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणी मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपा तमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानंद माधवं श्री चैतन्य ईश्वरं हरि ओम तत्सत्। Hare Krishna. So I'm very, very happy today to be amidst all the devotees who are sincerely chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. I'm personally very happy that I'm again getting a chance to interact with His Grace Sri Gaur Prabhu. I'm personally very fond of His Grace Sri Gaur Prabhu, and I've had some of the happy moments of my life with him. I miss him. Last time when he asked me to give a Japa talk, I denied, stating that I'm not able to chant properly. This time again, when the request came, again the same situation was there. I was not able to chant properly. But then I thought if I don't take my opportunity this time, probably Prabhuji will stop talking to me only.
No. It is out of your humility you think that way, Prabhuji. I am your servant, Prabhuji. And it is our great pleasure, actually. I remember once Prabhuji told me that when you distribute books, you should request the person who is taking books to chant Hare Krishna mantra, because that is the time when the person is going to chant without offenses. So that means Prabhuji has a deep understanding and deep taste for holy names. So it is our pleasure, Prabhuji, to have you today, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. So just trying to speak something on the holy name. I think both Srivar Prabhu and myself, we are very inspired by His Grace Gurujan Prabhu. So whatever I've heard from His Grace Gurujan Prabhu and the other sincere practitioners of who chant the holy name of the Lord, I'm just going to present something here. I've just written down some of the thoughts. I think when I was just chanting 2 to 4 rounds, I asked one question to my mentor, and I asked that, what does it need to chant nicely? Should I do some breath control? Because some devotees were saying you should stop your breath and chant fixed number of or some number of rounds in one mantra or in one breath. Somebody was telling you need to sleep early. Somebody was telling you have to do some pranayam or you have to do something. So the flat answer which I got from my mentor was you just need mercy, and without mercy you cannot chant. So now what can we do from our side to force Krishna to give us that mercy? There is nothing absolutely which we can do. to get the mercy of Krishna. However, if we make some sincere attempt to get that mercy, then our chitta, our consciousness becomes little fertile to be able to receive that mercy. My Guru Maharaj gives an example of a short circuit. He says that if there is a short circuit somewhere, even if you pass unlimited current to it, the current will leak away. And the current will never reach the destination. So, if our heart is not fertile, if we are engaged in the network of sense gratification, then even if we get the mercy, it won't be of much use. So, therefore, our job as a sadhaka, if we at all aspire to chant sincerely, is to make our heart, mind, and consciousness little fertile. We should be in a position to receive that mercy. Whether we will get that mercy or not, we don't know. And in fact, the whole idea that we don't know whether we will get mercy makes us so humble and so dependent on Krishna. And being dependent on Krishna, hopelessly being dependent on Krishna, is the kind of mercy which we need for doing our job. So, there is a very nice chapter in the Japa book, which is my personal favorite, and I want to read it many times and meditate on it. I'm just going to present a summary to you. The chapter is called Qualities That Can Help Attract Krishna's Mercy. So these qualities will make our heart, mind, and entire existence little fertile. Please take note that again, these are some qualities which can help. One should not become proud that I have done Guru Seva, तो अब तो हम अच्छे से जप करके ही रहेंगे. As I said, there's nothing which we can do from our side to force Krishna to bestow his mercy upon us. We can only hope. And to be hopeful, we can cultivate these qualities: Guru Seva, faith, sincerity, hope, and feeling of being loved. So, why I put Guru Seva on the top? Because that is amongst all these qualities, that is the prime quality, or that is probably one of the only qualities which has a higher chance of attracting Guru's mercy. Sorry, Krishna's mercy also. We have Lord Chaitanya says in Chaitanya Charitamrita that we are bound by the chains of Maya. And it is because of avidya. Because we have forgotten our eternal constitutional relationship with Krishna, because we have forgotten that we are servants of Krishna, so therefore we are struggling so much. And these chains of Maya can be characterized, according to Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, in three ways: false hope, aversions, and anxieties. False hope that I can become happy by becoming beautiful, by becoming rich, by becoming famous, by becoming strong, by becoming renounced, or by having many degrees, etc. Aversions, these are basically coming because of bad association. We become averse to serving the devotees. We become averse to the whole process of cooperation in the movement of Lord Chaitanya, and anxieties. And because of all these things, we have many anxieties. So therefore, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya highlights this, that if the conditioned soul engages in the service of the Lord, simultaneously carries out the orders of his spiritual master and serves the spiritual master, then he can get out of the clutches of Maya and become eligible for shelter at Krishna's lotus feet. So this is our Brahmastra. We have to find out a bona fide spiritual master, and we have to serve our spiritual master very, very nicely, with honesty and sincerity. And this is our biggest hope, to come out of these chains of Maya which are catching us by the neck. Please take note that these chains of Maya have a very peculiar nature. They are not just a chain which is static. Over a period of time, their grip keeps becoming stronger and stronger and stronger, and they choke the life they choke all the devotion, they choke all the devotional qualities out of a sadhaka, this avidya. So if we do not try to break it by Guru Seva, we are completely stuck forever. So all those who want to chant the holy names of Krishna sincerely, our prime duty is to serve the spiritual masters. We have many spiritual masters, all of us, and we have to serve all of them. This is one of the major qualities. The next important quality, which I can summarize, is faith. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that entrance gate into the palace of the holy name, faith is that entrance. Suppose all of you just imagine the Kusum Sarovar, where you start your Govardhan Parikrama. And you are so nicely meditating on that beautiful pastime of Lord Krishna, how that Kusum Sarovar was created. And now you just imagine the main door of the Kusum Sarovar, of the palace. Now, if you want to enter there, you need to have faith. Faith that there is no difference between Krishna and the holy name of Krishna. Even if I'm not able to understand it, even if I don't have that anubhuti, even if I don't have that realization, at least I should have this strong faith that yes, when I am chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, I am with Krishna. When I am chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada says that when we put our hand in the Japmala, we should think that we are just trying to touch Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. So in that way, with or without realization, at least this faith should be strong. We should be kattar. We should be, even in a dream, we should know that when we chant Hare Krishna, that is non-different from getting the association of Krishna. Let's not have any doubts, because this doubt will kill our faith. So faith is very, very important. Srila Prabhupada highlights this by giving an example that how there was one Bhagavad Katha going on and a thief entered one of those Bhagavad Kathas. And the Bhagavad Kathakar was telling how Krishna is so beautiful, how he comes out every day, how he wears such nice dress, costume, money, and this and that. So the thief thought, let me go and steal it. And he went there with faith. He waited for Krishna at the proper muhurta with faith. And he got darshan of Krishna. And he came and reported to, of course, by getting darshan of Krishna, he had a change of heart. And he came and reported to the Kathakar, thank you very much. And the Kathakar was bewildered that from so many years I'm doing this Katha, I have never seen Krishna, and this thief is seeing Krishna. So the difference is faith. Those who have faith, they'll be able to continue the process of chanting Hare Krishna. So after Guru Seva, something which is very important is faith. So therefore, whatever it takes to make our faith stronger, we should do. We need to see the practice of those sincere devotees who are advancing in Krishna consciousness. That will give us faith. We need to see the Hare Krishna Mahamantra in action. We need to see how people who were so downtrodden and fallen, now they have become exalted Vaishnavas, and we have to meditate on these pastimes of the holy name to make our faith stronger. In this way, we have to keep appreciating how the holy name works. This will make our faith strong. The next important quality, which I feel, which I want to present, is sincerity. Srila Prabhupada in his lectures has told sincerity is honesty of the mind. And the English dictionary says freedom from hypocrisy is sincerity. So His Grace Bhurijan Prabhu in his Japa talk in his Japa seminar has told that how His Holiness Satswarup Maharaj asked once to Srila Prabhupada that all the other philosophers which are there, there is a book called Beyond Illusion and Doubt. In that, there are 11 chapters which are 11 different philosophies. And it is presented as a conversation. And by reading that, we will realize how Gaudiya Vaishnavism is the summum bonum of all philosophies. So His Holiness Satsvarup Goswami Maharaj, the author of Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita, asked once Srila Prabhupada that what about all these philosophers, Plato, Socrates, and others, did they have no God consciousness at all? So Srila Prabhupada replied by saying their sincerity is their God consciousness. That means the purpose to which you are trying to live your life, if you are sincere in that, that sincerity is a gift from Krishna. If anybody is sincere, that means they have received the touch of Krishna. They can become Krishna conscious. There is some hope that they can be trained. So from our side, we should be sincere. We should try to be very sincere and serious in the guidance which we are getting from Srila Prabhupada and their honest followers. I would like to present something from Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto, which gives us more insight in the meaning of sincerity. This is the commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur on 11th canto, chapter 20, shloka number 28. I find this as one of the most profound definitions of sincerity, and I would like to present it here. By my previous shameful life, my heart is polluted with many illusory attachments. Personally, I have no power to stop them. Only Lord Krishna within my heart can remove such inauspicious contamination. But whether the Lord removes such attachments immediately or lets me go on being afflicted by them, I will never give up my devotional service to Him. Even if the Lord places millions of obstacles in my path, and even if, because of my offenses, I go to hell, I will never for a moment stop serving Lord Krishna. I'm not interested in mental speculation and fruitive activities. Even if Lord Brahma personally comes before me offering such engagements, I will not be even slightly interested. Although I'm attached to material things, I can see very clearly that they lead to no good because they simply give me trouble and disturb my devotional service to the Lord. Therefore, I sincerely repent my foolish attachments to so many material things, and I'm patiently awaiting for Lord Krishna's mercy. So sincerity has to, what can I say? Sincerity is sincerity is made up of determination and hoping against hope and being very strict in our regulated sadhana. So a combination of strictness in regulated sadhana, irrespective of the results, having determination to never give it up for the purpose of pleasing Krishna, and always hoping against hope. These are the qualities which lead to one becoming sincere in life. The next quality is hope itself. What is hope? I have faith that Krishna is very merciful. We say, Hey Krishna Karuna Sindho Deen Bandho Jagatpate. So Krishna is merciful, Krishna is Karuna Sindhu. In fact, in the words of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada says that there is no limit to the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And Srila Prabhupada says that there is nothing which you can do that Krishna will not be merciful on you. Of course, this doesn't mean that we will engage in activities which Krishna doesn't like. And even if we don't have sufficient faith, even if we are feeling, yes, my Lord, maybe you will not bless me. I've done so much Vaishnava Aparadha. But still, we can always continue to have hope in the mercy of the devotees. No matter how much Vaishnava Aparadha I have done, even if Krishna has rejected me, the way Lord Chaitanya had rejected Kaliya Krishna Das, his companion in the South Indian tour, who had become attracted to the gypsy gang, who had become attracted to the Bhattaharis, had left Lord Chaitanya and went to engage in sexual union with the women of the Bhattahari camp. And Lord Chaitanya, when he came to Jagannath Puri, he told to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Nityananda Prabhu that, take away this man, I don't want to see his face. But even in that circumstance, when Kale Krishnadas prayed to Lord Nityananda and other devotees, they engaged him in service. They told him that, okay, you go to Mayapur, you go to Navadvip and tell Mother of Lord Chaitanya that he has come, carry this prasadam, etc., etc., etc. So even if we are feeling that Krishna is not merciful to us, at least we can have hope that the devotees of Krishna will always pray for us. We can always tell them that, please pray for me. And see this point, what is the another definition of hope? I find it in Chaitanya Charitamrita. O my Lord, I do not have any love for you, nor am I qualified for discharging devotional service by chanting and hearing. Nor do I possess the mystic power of a Vaishnava, knowledge, or pious activities. Nor do I belong to a high caste family. On the whole, I possess nothing. Still, O beloved of gopis, because you bestow your mercy on the most fallen, I have an unbreakable hope that is constantly in my heart. That hope is always giving me pain. This is called hope. In all circumstances, we should have faith that Krishna will save us, Krishna will protect us. Avashya Rakshive Krishna. And the last quality, which is kind of very, very important, which I personally miss at many times, is that I should understand that Krishna loves me. Okay, my situation is very pathetic. I am knowingly doing things which Krishna and the devotees of Krishna don't like. So a question may come that why should Krishna love me? So I have some philosophical references which is undeniably accepted that Krishna will love me. Krishna says that he is my seed-giving father, and a father has natural love for the child, no matter what the child does. So no matter what I do, even if I become a pig in my next life, he will accompany me as the Paramatma. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, shloka number 15. And let's say, I don't know the philosophy, I don't know anything. But still, even if I lovingly serve the devotees of Krishna, devotees, like he says to Durvasa Muni, Aham bhakta paradhino na swatantrivadh jah sadhubir grasta hridayam bhaktair bhakta janapriya. Those who are devotees of my devotees are very dear to me. So even if I am an offender, somehow if I am trying to serve a devotee of Krishna, Krishna will love me. Because he is my seed-giving father, so he'll love me. And he is my constant companion in whichever species of life I go. This is a proof that he is my best well-wisher. Because he is there with me as the Paramatma. And when I think like this, just like by quoting these verses, when we think like this, when we perceive his affection, our love for him will increase. Now, this is a very humble presentation from my side. Sometimes devotees say that whatever I pray, Krishna doesn't listen to me. And if I want to have some friendly exchange, a non-envious, friendly service attitude exchange with someone, I should get some reciprocation from that person. If that person is not reciprocating only, not responding only, I mean, what should I do in my life after that? It's like talking to a wall. This is very nicely expressed in the Ras Leela section of the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. It seems the seeming lack of response, sometimes when Krishna doesn't choose to respond, that is the way he has chosen to respond. Please listen to this very nice verse from Srimad Bhagavatam and the commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Krishna is telling to the gopis, oh my dear gopis, for those surrendered souls who worship me through Nam Kirtan and other means those who do Japa, I do not respond in order to make their worship more perfect. O gopis, who cannot understand my real intention. Not seeing me, those surrendered souls develop deep humility, feeling, alas, alas, everything I have done has been useless. Because I am offender, Krishna has not shown even the slightest favor to me. Let me be damned. By constantly thinking in this way, those who have not yet developed mature love for me will become free from lust and anger and awake pure devotion full of power and brilliance. This is the commentary of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. So I'm struggling with lust, anger, greed, and the only solution is to be humble, accept that I'm in Maya, and understand that I do not deserve any reciprocation with Krishna. And in that situation, I should continue my japa, understanding that if Krishna is not responding, that is also his response. And every time when I say Hare Krishna, he's listening and he's choosing his response just to increase my hankering, which is going to destroy my lust, anger, and greed. In this way, I should at least theoretically feel loved, because here is the proof. It is there in Bhagavatam. These are Krishna's statements. His seeming lack of response is his chosen response. So with that, I'd like to conclude saying that we all need to depend on Krishna. Do you feel discouraged when you chant? Yes. Is chanting too difficult? Yes. Is your mind and body always tired? Yes. Good. It is very good. It will help us understand that we have no qualifications, and the only way forward is to practice these 5 qualities and depend on Krishna by chanting the holy names of Krishna. So with that, I would like to conclude today's discussion.
Thank you very much. It's great. Achyuta Arjunsakha Prabhu, I think so your last slide has given me hope. Because this is what I feel day in, day out. But now when you have said that, when you are going through these things, then you are the real candidate of Krishna's mercy. So your presentation, your whole talk was very practical, and it touched many of the salient points which are so important for us as practitioners to be focusing on, to be trying to cultivate. And you so nicely, as always, you so nicely presented them, bringing life into, the holy name. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. If you allow, we will open the floor for any questions or comments. I see already the devotees who want to ask. Aditi Mittal Mataji, do you have a question?
Hare Krishna, Dhanvat Prabhuji. No, Prabhuji, just I wanted to thank, so I am unmuted. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. That was a very enlightening session. And yes, definitely, we need to develop faith, which was the first, basic underlying point was, if we have faith in Krishna's name, that is the entrance to, gateway to receiving the mercy. So for that also, I'll have to pray a lot to get the real faith, or Vaishnava's mercy. I don't know. Both prayer and Vaishnava's mercy, I think. Which, you can guide me how to pray or get Vaishnava's mercy. That will be more enlightening.
So if I heard you properly, your question is how to pray and get Vaishnava's mercy. Was that your question, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
How to pray? Of course, prayer cannot be mechanical. Prayer should be heartfelt. Prayer should be desperate. Srila Prabhupada gives the example of a child crying for the attention of the mother. But I'd like to give the example of a hungry beggar. When a beggar is hungry, he goes from the house of one person to another person with sincere hope that maybe he will give me one roti, maybe little sabzi, maybe little food I will get. Because he is very hungry and it is his very practical need. He needs food. So similarly, first we have to develop that understanding that my eyes are meant to see Krishna and my ears are meant to hear Krishna. My eyes are seeing something horrible all the time, birth, death, old age, and disease, and my ears are hearing only gossip and criticism. That is my state of existence. I need mercy very, very badly. Just like a hungry beggar goes from one house to another house with sincere feeling that maybe I will get now, because if I don't get, I'll die. Similarly, we should go from the society, or we should go from the association of Vaishnava association, the society of devotees, a gathering of association of Vaishnavas. From one gathering to another gathering, from one Sunday feast to another Sunday feast, from one Bhakti Riksha to another Bhakti Riksha. We should go and we should hope that maybe in today's gathering where we have gathered together to clap our hands and chant Hare Krishna, maybe today I will be able to, just like some person may give one bread to one beggar, maybe some devotee will, remove the avidya from my heart, and that will lead to the rise of prema bhakti. So this hankering should be there. Because this avidya can go away only by prema bhakti. Prema bhakti jahan hoite avidya vinasha jayate. And this prema bhakti can be taught to me by a prema bhakta. So in this way, we have to very sincerely pray that we should always remain in the association of devotees and observe their effulgent devotional qualities and hanker that I want one drop of that, what that Prabhuji is, or that this Mataji is experiencing. I want, that is called association. So we have to pray like that. And then we have to sincerely glorify those qualities and beg those devotees that please bless me so that I can develop 1% of that. So this is the etiquette. If that devotee who is very humble and does not like to hear any glorification, then in our heart we can pray. In our heart we can glorify that person, and we can pray that please, Krishna, please. Here is a lover of Krishna. Here is your lover, and I want to become like her or like him. Please help me. So with desperation, in the association of devotees, always appreciating their glories and glorifying them, we can beg and pray to them that please bless me, please help me, please pray for me. This is how I do. And generally, devotees are very, very merciful. They understand our desperation. They understand that we want to serve Srila Prabhupada. And if they will not pray for us, then we cannot serve Prabhupada. So therefore, out of mercy, they pray for us. Does this answer your question, Aditi Mataji?
Yes, thank you very much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanvats.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. There are a few nice comments I like to read. I think so. There is a question also by Sadhu Sevan Prabhuji. So, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, wonderful practical points. Thanks a lot for that. Question is, when we have all the reasons to depend on Krishna, why we are still not able to do it? What are two biggest obstacles for it?
Is there any specific reason why you have asked two biggest obstacles? Or rather, you want me to prioritize and say amongst the innumerable obstacles, which are the two biggest? Yeah. The biggest obstacle for not being able to depend on Krishna first, according to me, is bad association. Karanam gunasangasya sadasad yoni janmashu. Because of bad association, we are not able to depend on Krishna. Dependence on Krishna, Srila Prabhupada translates, is equal to fearlessness. One who depends on Krishna will be fearless and will automatically have hope. Just imagine, or I would like to take you to the pastime of Aghasur. And all the friends of Krishna, they're entering the mouth of Aghasur. And they know that it is not a cave. And they know that it is lunchtime, some demon has come. But they have that dependence on Krishna because they have the good association of other Gopas. Even if a Gopa or even if a devotee is having some doubt, if he or she is in the association of a nice, sincere, honest devotee, the faith will be reinstated. The obstacle will be removed. So bad association is the biggest obstacle, I feel. Even in the association of devotees, there are some devotees who say that no matter what I do, I cannot chant Hare Krishna, and they don't say it out of humility, but they have full faith. हम नहीं कर पाएंगे जो हमसे नहीं होगा. So we should not take association of such devotees. We should take association of those devotees who have this gem-like quality of hoping against hope. Avashya Rakshive Krishna. So bad association. Now, bad association comes in various other ways. Bad association comes in the false hope, maintaining our material attachments even after hearing so many instructions on this matter. Our false hope, our anxieties, our aversions, they are all bad association. And of course, not useless to need not say the digital babies which we all have, our mobiles and other things. So bad association. Why am I saying bad association? Because I'm saying from personal experience. Even if a person is very fallen, even if a person is an atheist, even if a person is a thief, even if a person is an offender, if he comes in the association of sincere, genuine, honest devotees, then it is a matter of time that he will develop Krishna consciousness and learn to depend on Krishna. On the contrary, even if somebody is a very nice, sincere devotee, even if somebody has all the good qualities which have made his heart fertile, but if such a devotee engages in bad association, then it is just a matter of time that he will fall down and he will learn how to not depend on Krishna and learn to depend on himself, his strength, his other things. So first obstacle according to me is bad association. And second obstacle, which I feel is, there are many actually. I'll just say from my personal practice, whatever I have felt. Vaishnava Aparadha is the second biggest obstacle. Offending the devotees, offending the holy name, Nam Aparadha, Seva Aparadha, even there is something called as Jiva Aparadha. Offending others who have a prospect or who have a chance of becoming Krishna conscious. My mentality is such that I see that here is Sri Gaur Prabhu, a very, very senior devotee, I should not offend him. Oh, but here this person who's just coming to temple, I can scold him and send him off. He's just a newcomer. That is my mentality. I will not offend senior devotees, but I will offend these temple walk-ins, these Gita course people, so everybody. Or rather, even when it comes to, when there is a section of Jiva Aparadha, even if somebody who is not a devotee, but who is a prospective devotee, or even if small things like ants and not behaving properly, not seeing the presence of Krishna in other living entities like rats and mosquitoes, even these are offenses. So we have to avoid these offenses. Because of these offenses, I'm not able to chant Hare Krishna, and because of that, I'm not able to depend on Krishna. Durdaivam iha janina anuraga. My misfortune is that I have no taste, and that is due to offenses. So I feel there has to be a sincere effort to avoid these offenses. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says these offenses is like madness. Madness cannot be cured in one day, but the hope is that we have to continue chanting. Srila Prabhupada says there is no solution to Nam Aparadha. The only solution is that you continue chanting in the association of devotees, and one day the holy name will liberate you from this madness. So I feel these are the two biggest offenses, bad association and offenses. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, there's one more question if you have time, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. If you people have time, I'm very happy.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Santushta Sachi Mataji is asking, when we try to concentrate on Japa, the mind often goes here and there. How to control it?
So mind control is a problem for everybody, I feel. At least I can never say that my mind has not wandered here and there. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that if your mind is not wandering here and there when you do your japa, that means you have reached the stage of nishtha. And then comes ruchi, and then comes taste, and then so on and so forth. Srila Prabhupada had answered this question in a very blunt way, in a very straightforward way. That when you are chanting Hare Krishna, you just need your tongue and your ear. What is the question of the mind? So therefore, our strongest tool or our strongest weapon against distraction is that we have to ignore our mind. Imagine there is a small baby, not baby, a small child rather, who is a very naughty child and always like attention-seeking children. There are some children, when they cry, the tears don't come out, only the voice comes out. चिल्लाते हैं बस. So, what to do with such children? I belonged in that category. So my mother found a very nice solution to that. So when I used to get cranky, she used to just ignore me. I used to go and cry in front of her. She used to let me cry. And then I used to roll on the floor in front of her. She used to ignore it. She used to behave as if I don't exist. And then after trying for 20, 30 minutes, I used to get tired and I used to go back. And I used to do what she is saying, asking me to do. So therefore, when we do not listen to our mind and when we ignore our mind, then one day the mind will give up on us. And then will automatically align to our desire for chanting Hare Krishna. So we have to ignore our mind. This is the beginning of Manah Shiksha. This is how we have to teach our mind. And of course, you can read the book or the instructions of the Acharyas, how to control the mind. They have given, especially Srila Raghunath Das Goswami Prabhupada has given very nice instructions on how to control the mind. You can read that. But the beginning is to ignore the mind. When you ignore the mind, it will automatically understand that I'm getting no response, so it will stop reacting. And then you can continue chanting Hare Krishna. Keeping the mind always engaged is the best way to ignore the mind. Srila Prabhupada was once asked, Srila Prabhupada, how do you handle lusty desires? Srila Prabhupada said, I have no time for lusty desires. So similarly, when we have nice engagement in Krishna consciousness, we understand that this quiet part of the day, this silent part of the day, is the only time I have to do my japa. After that, throughout the day, it's very difficult. This is my only precious time where I can focus, where nobody calls me, where nobody comes to my house, where I have no other assigned services, where I don't have the obligation to do other important services. This is my only time, so let me make most of it. In this consciousness, every day at the same time, again and again, if possible, in the association of devotees, if we chant, then the mind will one day give up on us and will cooperate with us in our chanting of Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Devotees are very thankful to you answering the questions very nicely, very aptly, to the point, which they can apply in their life. So thank you very much for your time today, Prabhuji. Thank you very much, really indebted to you. And thanks to all the devotees. Thanks all of you, Prabhuji. We'll share the recording with you, Prabhuji. Thank you.
I'm very, very grateful to Srigor Prabhu for remembering me. The fact that he is remembering me means in some point of the day, he must be praying for me also. And I request all the devotees that kindly pray for me. And let's pray for each other so that we can all chant nicely and be of some insignificant service to the movement of Srila Prabhupada. Our best preaching is our nice chanting. Hare Krishna.
Dandavat pranam. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, Dandavat pranam.
No problem.